My spouse and her relatives barred me from our home during a blizzard, chuckling through the glass. "Die in the cold, useless fool!" I got furious and left silently. 3 days later, my phone was overwhelmed with 47 frantic messages pleading for my return. You ever have that moment when you realize your whole marriage was a sham? For me, it wasn't catching flirty texts or spotting lipstick on a shirt. It was watching my wife of 5 years, Claire, 31F, fist-bumping her sibling through our icy living room window, while I, 33M, stood outside in minus 15-degree weather, pleading to enter my own freaking house. The first couple of years were decent. Not flawless, but what marriage is. Trouble began when Claire's parents' rental agreement expired, and they needed a temporary place to stay. That was 18 months back. Since then, it's been a gradual descent into chaos. At first, it was minor things. Her mom reorganizing our kitchen without permission. Her dad always critiquing our budget. Then, her brother River, 27M, got kicked out by his housemate and moved in 3 months ago. Our 3-bedroom home suddenly housed 5 grown-ups. And somehow, I became the outsider in my own space. I tried addressing it with Claire, several times. But it always ended the same. Sobs, claims that I didn't care for her kin, and the usual, "but they're family," defense. Eventually, I stopped raising the issue and withdrew to the shed or picked up extra work hours for some calm. Not the best way to cope, I admit. But looking back, it's crystal clear. Last Thursday, everything hit a breaking point. A massive snowstorm had slammed us. The kind where news anchors warn you to stay indoors or risk your life. I'd taken an extra shift. Partly for the cash, partly to dodge Claire's family's weekly board game night, full of private jokes I wasn't. In on my shift wrapped at 11 p.m., and the roads were a nightmare. A 20-minute drive took nearly an hour. I pulled into our driveway, drained, and saw every light in the house blazing. Odd for almost midnight, but I shrugged it off. I waded through knee-high snow to the front door. My key didn't work. I tried, again. No luck. I double-checked, right house, right key. I knocked, waited, pounded harder. Finally, I saw a shadow through the frosted pane. The porch light snapped on and Claire peeked through the window beside the door. Relief hit me until I saw her face. She wasn't worried. She was entertained? I gestured for her to unlock the door. She shook her head. Confused, I dialed her. She answered but stayed silent. "Claire, the door's jammed and my keys useless." "Let me in. It's brutal out here." "So here's the thing," she said, her tone oddly relaxed. "We swapped the locks today." "You... what? Why didn't you tell me?" "River thought it'd be hilarious." I stared at her through the glass, expecting a joke. I can tell what happened in the short video, full video on my channel link in below.